Alright, time to do some monster hunting.
That monster by the water that's giving us trouble. Can you take care of it?
Now, Ochu in Final Fantasy XIII was one of my least favorite of the marks because of how luck-based it was.
It only comes out when it's raining. Keep an eye on the clouds. Try not to get killed.
Also, I can move the camera during cutscenes, which I really don't actually like very much. So you accept this quest and the Ochu randomly appears, and then you run towards it. I'll see you there. There it is in the distance. I just noticed that the sheep in this area moo. Alright, for this, our paradigm, we need to have a good synergist going on. But other than that, it's really not that bad. I want to use Noel as my leader because I like doing damage. And we're going to have Lightning and the Golden Chocobo join us. But yeah, Ochu isn't nearly as bad in 13-2 as it was in 13. Also, we don't have the death spell. So it's not nearly as luck-based. And at max HP, or, well, I'm not quite at max HP. I got a ways to go still. But I'm way over leveled. I think I'm at about a good level for this fight. Maybe still a little over leveled for this fight. So yeah, we, if you can get in fire on, we can do a little extra damage to him because as, you know, plant-based, they kind of don't like fire. Also, look at all of Lightning's abilities. She has some of the coolest abilities, some things that she didn't have in, you know, Final Fantasy XIII, and some things that a lot of monsters don't get in this game. She has Electric Blitz, so elemental blitz attacks, and she has another one that I can't remember. Also, Army of One, of course. So yeah, Ochu kind of is a pushover now, compared to how he was in 13. In 13, you kind of had to have a Sentinel, a Medic, and Vanille, and hope that you can kill him with death as quickly as possible. Actually, recently 5-starred Ochu because I cast death and he died on the first hit, so that was awesome. And I am failing at Army of One, but hey, who cares? Yeah. So yeah, Ochu's dead, so all we have to do now is fight off all the Mikochu, and shouldn't take too long. They really aren't that bad. Do a little aggression wide and finish them off real quick. As I said, an awful lot easier in this than it was in Final Fantasy XIII. And the Ochu fragment. We get a crap ton of CP for it. Let's take a look. Now you can see actually that I'm kind of like way over leveled and have way lot of CP kind of sitting around. Well, I'm holding on to that for now. Alright, time to
Do you think you two are up for the task? I wouldn't be asking if I didn't think you could pull it off.
time to go fight another monster. Ochu wasn't enough of a challenge, so let's go after Immortal.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic. I'll be here waiting for good news.
Yeah, you just stay right here and we'll go and take care of the monster. Yeah, so Ochu needed to be in rainy weather. This one needs to be in, I'm going to call this windy weather, because there's like dust storms all over the place. Ochu was way over there next to all the water. This guy's in this far corner next to the cactuar thing to go to the rainy place, or the water place. So I'll just cut to when I get there in about 5 seconds. Alright, here are party paradigms. Again, same people. I think I'm going to stick with the same gorilla as my active and head on in. Here we go, Immortal. Now, Immortal actually wasn't one of the most difficult fights in Final Fantasy XIII, but he was kind of overpowered for the level that you fought him at. So, you know, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't that great either, so I'm not really expecting this one to be too difficult. funny enough, Immortal is the one enemy in the entire game, other than Seath or enemies that become marks later on, or, you know, bosses, with the highest HP. I mean, that's a lot of qualifiers on there. There are a bunch of Seaths with more HP. There's a bunch of normal encounters that are later marks or missions that have higher HP. But out of all of the normal encounters, there are never really a boss. You know, you never actually had to fight Immortal in order to even 100% this. So, you know, he has the highest HP. It's kind of interesting. Let's go get some cold blood on him and actually use cold blood in the way it was intended instead of, you know, just shooting. And switch into a roll with lightning and use her army. I don't have army with one. Oh well. Let's get some healing going on. That blade really does hurt a lot. But not nearly as bad as he hurt in Final Fantasy XIII. He could one-shot someone. Kind of really annoying when Lightning was your party leader and then he goes and one-shots Lightning. You know, that kind of thing. And of course, as always, if you kill Immortal, his blade also disappears. So just focus on Immortal unless you're really underleveled, in which case take out the blade if you need to and try not to let him forge it again. It wasn't really that bad. Fragment of Invincibility. Again, 30,000 CP. Not like I needed any more CP from this. So let's take a look at his fragment. Machines with immense strength and durability that were able to fight Seath. Now on to my favorite of the four. For this one... What the frig? Look at those guys in the background. They're kind of good. And Sarah's joining them now. Guys, either sit or stand. You know, you can choose. What? With your weird dance sitting, I don't think I will consider staying here with you. I think it's about time we leave. Sarah, let's go. Alright, so turn it to Sunny. If I can figure out how to do this right. And it is now turning to Rainy. No. I want Sunny. Come on. I like these cutscenes. They're just taking a little too long. So we gotta turn both of them down, I guess? Going from rain to sunny. Yes, there we go. And now we have the XIII-2 original awesome Plains of Eternity music. And there's the Long Gui. Now, you don't actually have to talk to anyone for this one. Just have to have it turn sunny and then just run into the Long Gui. And he is huge. Is this anyone I want to fight? No, it's just a bunch of flan. I'll kill him anyways. Alright, back to what we were doing. Let's take a look at our paradigms. Now for this one, we don't actually want to have Gorilla as our active. Well, maybe we do. But what we want to do, instead of having a Commando, a Ravager, and a Synergist, we're going to want to have a Sentinel. Right, so we can be the Commandos ourselves. We don't really need to have Cerberus or anything, so we can be the Commandos. We need to have Tri-Disaster, of course. We need to have Relentless Assault and Aggression. Be great. We're going to set Tortoise as our active because he's got He's got Ultima as one of his starting abilities. Actually, he doesn't start with Ultima, so let's start in Gorilla and then see what we can do. Where am I heading? Turn around. There he is. Yeah. Long Gui time! Let's go and beat up its legs. So I'm just gonna sit here waiting on Tortoise because one of his first attacks is really, really dangerous and has the potential to one-shot you. But you get a little bit of forewarning, so there it is, Ultima. I don't think it would one-shot us with this HP, but I don't like risking it, so yeah. Alright, so as I've got it on X right now, it's going to be focusing on one person for the synergist and also for the attacking. So the synergist is going to completely buff up one person before moving on to the next, which is okay because I only really need Noel's to be maxed out. I don't really need everyone's. And for this, we're gonna have Sarah attacking the other leg. Well, no, I don't want to go after the Long Gui. Foreleg. There we go. Probably should have set that one to X. Now that I think about it, probably would have been better. Alright, so Long Gui isn't too bad. It is a long fight, but it's not nearly as bad as Final Fantasy XIII's, where the only way to defeat him was to abuse the system, basically. Well, not the only way. I've seen people defeat him in some of the weirdest circumstances. I've seen people beat Long Gui without maxing out all of the without maxing out all the rolls. As you can tell, I'm switching to Tortoise every time he stomps. That's just to decrease the damage I receive a little more, because I don't like getting damaged. Now, what you really want to do is attempt to take out Long Gui in one stagger, and I think I fail at this. I think that I stop hitting nothing. I think I actually end up having to go into a second stagger, which is why this fight took so long. Camera in these battles still does not like large enemies. And there's still the issue of every time you get a large enemy like this, it kind of camera goes berserk. It also happens when you've got a large ally as well, I noticed. Yeah, I don't even need to do anything, it's just gonna max out his stagger gauge. Yeah. So we'll just sit here in aggression, take him out. Look how much damage we're doing. Sarah's doing 73,000 damage per ruin. It's kind of freaking awesome if you ask me. Whoa, Giant's Fist. Someone just did the max damage in this game. That's actually really hard to do. I don't know how I did that without planning for it. That's one of the hardest achievements to unlock, because you have to get a whole bunch of abilities up, and normally you're supposed to do Meteor Javelin in order to take him out with 99999 damage. So yeah, I should have just waited a little extra on that Meteor Javelin, I think. Because now he's getting back up, and now he's dangerous again, and now we're switching into Tortoise so that we don't die from Roar. Oh yes, the Pharaoh Link from Tank. What it does, like a lot of the Sentinel Pharaoh Links I've seen, is it first challenges, which is why you saw block on the legs. They cannot be challenged or provoked. It first does this provoke thing, and then it tries to go and attack. which I think is kind of cool. It's really useful in a pinch in case you've got a really massive attack coming on. For instance, fighting against Lightning's DLC, if you have, ouch. I missed a tortoise there. I just wanted to see what his weaknesses were. Looks like he's weak to electric, so that's kind of cool. So now we've got in Thunder on, instead of in Fire. I think we had in Fire on earlier. Oh, crap, I missed. Well, we'll just waste Cold Blood on this foreleg and sit here for days to wear off. Let's sit here and Tortoise so that we don't die. Because, you know, there we are. Now Sarah can heal us up a little. Uh-oh. Ultima with Daze is possibly one of the more powerful spells in this entire game, and very deadly. You don't want that to happen. You want to get Daze off as soon as possible when you see that coming. That's why I don't like fighting against Long Gui, his roar ability. It's kind of cool though. Look at his face. He's just sitting there. There's these guys hitting my feet, so I'm just gonna stare out, looking at the camp over there. Oh, there's some people over there. What's going on? I mean, if someone was chopping at my feet, I think I'd be looking down at them a little bit, you know, at the feet, because it would start to sort of hurt a little. I'd kind of be like, hey, stop whapping at my feet there. I don't know, maybe he's treating us like mosquitoes. Because I don't always look when I smack at a mosquito, you know. So yeah, I had a little bit too much trouble here trying to chain up these forelegs. I don't know what my problem was. I was just staying too much in the synergist roles, I guess. There we go, that works. Oh, daze me again. At least Lightning didn't get dazed. There we go, finally, kill that friggin' leg. We need to heal up again, so we're gonna spend some more time. No, get off of the Long Gui. Go for the leg. There we are. Yeesh. This fight, I could have gotten along. I could have done it a lot faster, and I did not. So, oh well. Hey, this was my first time fighting and beating a Long Gui in either of the abilities, or either of the games. I've played against the Long Gui in Final Fantasy XIII, but I haven't beaten him. I would have beaten him by now, except that I lost my save data in Final Fantasy XIII, and I haven't gotten back to max everything, so oh well, I guess. Next time. So yeah, just chain up his everything and try not to die. It's really not nearly as hectic a fight as I thought it was going to be. Oh, there's Ultima. Boom! See ya, tank! Yeah, he got killed because he was, I believe he was still dazed at that point. So let's bring Saz up because she's gonna focus on healing. Yeah, these legs are taking way too long. I do know what I'm doing, I'm sorry. I just was focusing on trying to get my buffs up and stay healed, and I should have, I think I should have had a diversity, or not Mystic Tower. It's Thaumaturgy, where you have 2 Ravs and a Med. I think I should have gone with that. It would have made things a little faster. But, this worked out. I like having a synergist anyways. And as you can see, I'm trying to get everything buffed up a little bit before I switch into Try Disaster. Alright, more Thunder, more Spark Strike. He's going down this time. There's no way. There is no way he's living through this. Yep, he's already down to the A. And then I don't even need to switch to aggression. There we go. Let's give Lightning the honors. I was hoping that we'd be able to capture our Long Gui, but sadly he's untamable. It would be freaking epic though. Anyways, that's a Long Gui battle. Sorry it took a little longer. You get a ribbon out of it. And a Long Gui fragment with another 30,000 CP. I spent up a little CP to get to him because I was a little more worried about his battles. Long Gui is one of the largest monsters on Pulse. So, that was him. I'll see you guys next time.